I'm hustling, 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 hustling,
It's your
hustling,
boy,
hustling,
Ski.
hustling, 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 hustling.
Oh, welcome back to the Matrix. You're not just in the Matrix, you are the Matrix. How's it feel, Neo? And today, we got ourselves a banger daily market news and analysis. So without any further ado, let's bring the action, y'all. How's everybody doing out of 10? Let me know. Says Soba. Yeah, so for the week, here's what I've done for the week. Here's some of my calls for the week. Called GME at the top, called AMC at the top, and we called Soba at the top. All right? As in, we said it was done. Now, it doesn't mean it's bad. Doesn't mean it's bad. Just normal market behavior. Nothing goes up in a straight line forever. All right, let's get this party started. Make sure you guys are spamming the like button, hitting that share, so other people, other like-minded individuals, and maybe some of the ones that you hate, maybe some of the nana boo boo crypto people that you don't like, share it to them too. Let's get the haters in here. We'll give everyone a few minutes to pop into the live. Give everyone a few minutes, and then we'll do our TA on Bitcoin. We'll go over the overall analysis on the market, what I anticipate, as well as we'll get into your guys' coins. We'll keep the flow nice and good. Keep it as organic as possible. Jay says, what's up? Hey, he says, hey, Sunday fun day, bro. Leroy says, greetings. Can you do AVAX TA when you get a chance, please? I got you. Leroy Jenkins. Yeah, let's look at AVAX after we get done with Bitcoin. We'll get everyone a chance to pop in here for a minute. We'll give them another minute. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, everyone. It's the beginning of the week. Let's have ourselves a great week. That might be controversial, but it's really not. Look at it in calendar. Sunday is the first day of the week. Thank you for the let him cook. Oh, by the way, we fixed our stream deck. So we got the cream rising again.
But the cream.
We got the woos. We got the pickle ricks.
I'm Pickle Rick!
We got the he can't keep getting away with this.
You can't keep getting away with it!
Calling every single bottom.
You can't keep getting away with it!
Calling every single top.
You can't keep getting away with it!
Maybe Link 2. I like Link right here. LCX. We'll look at LCX. It says how many days, weeks, months before Sonic's next leg up? Sonic, listen, I do structure. I don't do time. There is no limit. There is, it could be literally during this live stream. I would say at the most, probably another week. Sometime between the next hour and the next week, Sonic is going to rip to another leg higher. Thank you for the let him cook, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
All right, let's look at Bitcoin. And I've said, it's not the time to be greedy on our entry points. It is not the time to be greedy on our entry points. So to me, any blood in the market is going to be bullish, is going to be a buy the dip sort of situation. And what I'm referring to is the rest of the market whilst looking at Bitcoin, because realistically, Bitcoin has another 1x in it, maybe a 3x in it. I hold Bitcoin. I'm going to continue to buy Bitcoin for the next 20 years. And ultimately, a lot of my altcoins at the end of this are going to get rotated back into Bitcoin. Okay. But for the next 12 months, I don't think Bitcoin is the play. Other than if you're holding it for 20 years, it's definitely the play. Everything is down today. Buy the blood. Fade the FUD. Buy the boredom. And fade the FUD. Okay, so Heather, when you go to Victoria's Secret, when you go to, I don't know, insert favorite brand here, Nike, Adidas, Amazon, and you see 20% sale, are you like, oh my God, Nike is down 20%, Victoria's Secret's down 20%. I should sell all of my Nike, all of my Victoria's Secret. Or is there nothing fundamentally different about said project? And are you grateful for a sale? Says, I did buy some more today, but I lost so much since March. Well, sometimes you got a DCA. DCA. Dollar cost average. It just means buy a little bit each and every week. And at the end of the day, with enough time in cryptocurrency, if you DCA, here's the facts. Had you have bought Bitcoin at any point in time, it doesn't matter. We're just going to say with Bitcoin. But had you have bought Bitcoin at any point in time, all-time highs, doesn't matter. And just continue to DCA for about 2 years. 1 year. You were exponentially in the green. So if you started DCAing, say $50 a week, $10 a week, at the literal top, back here in 2021, DCA'd all the way through, you're sitting on like a 2x right now. That's 20 years of stock market gains on the most boring one. DCA is your friend. It takes your emotions out of the equation. Keep investing your time in the market will pay off. Yeah, and like understand what it is you hold. Understand what it is you hold. Okay? If you haven't read the Bitcoin Standard, you should do so. It makes things a lot easier. When you understand what it is you hold. Thoughts on SOBA? I told you my thoughts on SOBA yesterday at $5 million market cap. But I will tell you, that's fine. Let's finish up with Bitcoin, then we'll get into your guys' coins. Call Dave Ramsey. He can help you. 30K hearts. Mash that button. Let's go. Get these likes up, y'all. Plus the OGs. I must have missed it. I replied to your comment, brother. You commented on my video. You said buy SOBA at $5 million market cap. And I said that it was overheated. I said it yesterday in the live stream. Doesn't mean it's bad. Doesn't mean it's bad. Right? Doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it's at that phase of the cycle. But yeah, I think that if we're going to get any pullbacks in Bitcoin, it's going to be in the next week or so. But ultimately, this is looking pretty good, though. I will say this is looking pretty good. We've taken out this little up thrust back here. We've taken out this as well. It's higher than both. Everything was pointing to the downside, but now everything is pointing to the upside again. So we'll see. Now the big thing is, like, obviously we got to get through this level. We got to get through 69K. We got to make a new high. Right? We got to make a new high. That's going to be the big thing. But right now, as it stands, the 8 has crossed the 50 and is about to cross the, the 8 has crossed the 21, is about to cross the 50 to get in full bullish posture. Again, we need this yellow line to be on the very top, like so. Like so. We need the yellow line to be on top. Then we need the blue line. Like so. And then green. For me, mine is set up this way. Yours might be different. But it's 8, 21, 50, 100 is orange. And then way down here is the 200, which is still on the bottom. So this right here is the setup to put us in the most bullish posture for Bitcoin. Once we get that and we start getting above 69K, I think that that's when things are going to be absolutely rocking and rolling. Cliff and John, thanks for the sunglasses. Cliff, thanks for the jellyfish.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
The jelly. When launch day for BTC, I still think we're going to chop here for a while. And I do think that it'll probably roll back over again and really test. Ultimately, like, this is just ranging until we either A, take out this line in the sand, which is 59K, or B, take out 69K. Like, we're just ranging. And ranging is boring. Play the soundbite. JS, thanks for the 100 TikToks, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Realistically, where do you think Link's going this cycle? $80, I think, is a realistic target. It could get as high as $180. Thoughts on ILV? We're going to get into that. Let's look at SOBA. Just go back and look at your... everybody that was here yesterday during the live stream, I put it out in the Telegram. I put it out on the live stream. And then, John, you could go back and look at your comment on my video, the XRP video. You said, what about the Sonic cult? And you said, buy SOBA. And I said, I think it's a bit overheated. At $5 million market cap. And so, yeah, this is, came up perfectly, had a nice run. And the run is over, in my opinion. That doesn't mean it's bad. This is distribution. It's now working on the markdown phase. And it could be another 90 days, 120 days. I don't know how long it's going to take before it really makes another leg higher. You could expect something like that. That's what you'd be expecting for SOBA. Doesn't mean it's bad. And I'm interested to see, like, how they're going to respond. Because I know how difficult it is. With all the baseless accusations going on during this time. People seem to want you to be able to turn off the blockchain. Like, nobody's allowed to sell. Ever. That's not how it works. It's free market, baby. That's the beautiful part. Did you go to school with Richard Wyckoff? I did not. I did not. He died over 100 years ago. Iran president is missing after his helicopter crashed, and we're bullish or bearish on World War III. Well, listen, I don't want to be profiting on war like Boeing, but... What would it mean? What would it mean? It would mean lots of money printing. Solana and Robinhood have access to the power button. Can you buy real Solana on Robinhood, or is that just like you're buying the price? Thoughts on Dent? I really like Dent. Dent is a low market cap gem for me. I think it could go 4 to 7 cents. Look at Ponky. Is that the same thing, right? So let me get this right. Soba is in the markdown and Solnic is due for the markup. That's what I'm saying. Do you think Sol will flip ETH? I hope so. I hope so. Because we done with the 90s. What was it, Ponky? We done with the 90s. Yeah, this is pretty hot. Now, it hasn't like fully... Where's this at right now? Ponky? This is at the 2618. This could technically go to the 3618 or even the 4236. Sometimes they even go higher, but this is where you expect it to sort of distribute. But to me, upside potential, you have another 40, maybe 50% to the upside, and you got about 50% to the downside. So it's like a 1-1 risk to reward ratio at this point. But you're not going to get another like 10x before it flips. I'll say that. Just bought 88K Solnic LFG, baby.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
What about DGI game? DNX is a top 5 low market cap gem for me. DNX, there's not a lot of chart data for DNX. There's not enough data, like it hasn't really had a run yet. So I can't really project where the price is going to go, but I'll say this about DNX. There's less supply. There's less supply than Ethereum, and it does more. So that's what I'll say about DNX. There is less supply than Ethereum Classic, and it does more. It doesn't mean it's going to flip Ethereum, but there's just not really any, like, there's no good data for me to really give you a price prediction on this. NXRA, I really like NXRA as well. NXRA, DNX, Dent. What are your top 5 you would buy right now for the bull run? That depends. Top 5 what? Like, are we talking, like, that's different. It's going to be different for different reasons. It's going to be different for different phases of life. Are we talking top 5 blue chips? Upside potential, downside risk? Are we talking about top 5 just straight up boom bust overall ROI? Are we talking about top 5 ROI that I feel comfortable holding for 10, 20 years? Like, what are we talking about? Top 5 memes? I really only have like 2, 3 maybe. I really don't have 5 memes that I'm in. Solnic, SOLNIC, number 1. MAGA MVP, but MVP is a little hot right now. But I like their team. Yeah, MVP seems to be working on its markdown phase. If you could get this around 35 cents, 30 cents, I think that's a pretty good price. Top 5 most upside potential to bull run. Solnic, DNX, probably MVP. Sauce, Flux, or Ergo. There's some that I like. Top 5 mid caps. Give me your top 17 coins that I'm accumulating right now. Mid caps, I like Ergo, Flux, NXRA. Chia's a good one. I showed my wife all the gains in Sonic, and now my cousin is all hot and ready to make daddy dinner. You'll love to see it. The family reunion's gonna be lit this year. All right, let's do AVAX. I really like AVAX right here for a blue chip play. AVAX is a really good blue chip play. To me, it's the same setup. Like the same setup. The same setup. This is the A1 Perico. This is the A1 setup right here. For me, personally, this is the A1 setup. I don't care what the coin is, as long as it's real with good tokenomics, this is the setup. Sonic has the same setup, by the way. Accumulation, sign of strength, backtest of the prior range, chopping at the SOS. The next phase is your markup phase. Okay? The next phase is your markup phase. All right? Let's show you some examples. Example number 1. On the top, we got AVAX. I don't like how my mic is set up right now. I'm like, I can't see nothing. On the top, we got AVAX. You could switch AVAX with, you could probably switch it with Flux, right? Yeah, you could switch AVAX with Flux. You could switch AVAX with Quant. You could switch AVAX with Naka. You could switch AVAX with VeChain. It doesn't matter. Link, all of these have the same setup. Sonic, all of these have the same setup. It doesn't matter. Okay? But this is what's next. This is the next move, okay? Next play. All right, on the top, we got AVAX. You could replace AVAX with any chart that looks like this. You could replace it with Sonic. You could replace it with Link. You could replace it with VeChain. You could replace it with... It doesn't matter. You could replace it with anything that looks like this. It's about structure. It's not about nothing else. Structure, structure, structure. Okay? So your markdown phase, this is what happens after you distribute, after you go parabolic, right? So you go parabolic, then you distribute. Markdown phase, we call it a bear market. Accumulation. Markdown phase, accumulation. Your little move to the upside, your little move to the upside. Boom, your back test. You call this your LPS. Boom, your LPS. Your sign of strength. Your sign of strength. Your back test of the prior range. Your back test of the prior range. And then this is what's next. I don't care what the coin is. This is what's next. This is my A1 setup. So we could replace this with, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to look at. It doesn't matter what you think. I thought I had that one. Like, let's look at MVP. Right? MVP had the same setup. Accumulation, sign of strength, back test, chopping. Boom, markup phase. Boom, markup phase. Boom, boom. To the 2618. Sonic. I don't care what the chart is. You replace any chart that looks like this. It's the same phase. Accumulation, sign of strength, back test, chopping. Markup phase is next. All right, we can look at anything. We can do this all day. Link has the same setup, right? Link has the same setup. ADA has the same setup. Look at that. Come on, son. Come on, man. Link has the same setup. VeChain has the same setup. Chia is not even to the SOS yet. Quant. Uni. A lot of stuff has the same setup. I'm giving you guys the keys to the castle. Here's the best ROI plays. Pick whichever cult you want to be a part of. Because I know a lot of you guys love tribalism. You're like, oh, he said ADA. Oh, he said XRP. This guy's obsessed with Sonic. Dude. Yeah, I mean, so when I publicly talk about something at 50K and it goes to 6 million, and then I publicly say at 400K that we're going to go to the SOS and we backtest. Here's my track record this week. Here's what I did this week. This week, I called the top on AMC. I said it was done at the top. You were in the red by 10% before it crashed 80%. Same thing for GMC or GME, called the top. Same thing for FFIE, called the top there. Same thing for SOBA, called the top there. Just this week. That's my track record this week. A couple weeks ago. Oh, also, MVP. I said it's had the same setup. Should have called the MVP pump. I did call the MVP pump, but that was like 2 weeks ago. I could have made a video about it. But I said on live like 2 weeks ago, it had the same setup. Is Sonic your coin? Sonic is a community takeover led by me and my community. How do I buy Sonic? JUP.ag. Crypto for the win. Love Amp. Do you record your lives? All my lives are still available on YouTube. I haven't figured out what day it is, but I can tell you the time frame that you'd be looking for. So MVP during this, somewhere between, I think it was near the end of it. I want to say it was like a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. But somewhere in this phase, I said that it looked good and it was ready for the markup phase. Cliff asked me about MVP on live like 2 weeks ago. I was supposed to make a video about it and I didn't. He asked me a good question and I was going to make a video. I literally have the screenshot so I can remember the question to make a video. If MVP wants to go parabolic, what price do you think it will go? MVP's on the next phase to me. It's on the markdown phase again. So I think like 35 cents, 30 cents is a good place to be accumulating. And then we could sort of project what the next leg will entail. The next leg would bring you to about $2. Bitcoin price, my price prediction in 2025 by the end of is 207,000. Go Sonic Gala 38 cents. Can you check Caw? How high for AVAX? I think it's like 400. So bear case scenario is 100. That's like the worst case scenario. Medium case is 300. Bull case is 450. No, not even Bitcoin is king. Not even 2025. I know they have a lot. They have a pretty big marketing budget. I don't think I'm allowed to say. They have a huge marketing budget that they have just started spending. And when you have like meme coins that are early on in their cycle, they can have multiple runs. Like MAGA did the same thing. MAGA had like multiple, like 6 waves, right? So MVP from the top to the top, if we put this on the daily. So no, I don't think it's by 2025. No. Because I think that MVP, just like Solnic, just like MAGA, is going to have multiple legs to the upside between now and 2025. So this was 79 days from top to top. So a full cycle took place for MVP in 79 days. And when you see like a really tiny market cap, like 19 million even now is still tiny. That's barely a low cap. Barely a low cap. Or a micro cap. It's barely a micro cap. So even now, yeah, like, so I think it'll do similar to MAGA, where MAGA had like 6 legs. And, you know, as time goes on, it'll be more and more mature and it will take longer to sort of play out. But in the beginning, I don't think it's going to be like, you know, you got one nice run. I think it's going to be like MAGA. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, working on the 6th run. And all of the days, like, what's the full chart length here? Like, how many months has MAGA even been trading? Like, what is that, 9 months? I don't know. Not very long. Rose, please. Yeah, Rose is a really good setup right now, too. Thoughts on V high? 66 cents to 90 cents. Veso. Can you look at Hehe chart? So I'll say Solnic / your boy Ski and Hehe / Alex are going to be collaborating pretty much the rest of the, I don't know for how long, but for a good while we're going to be doing a show on Twitter. So we're not partners, but we're going to be collaborating together. But I do like Hehe's chart right now. This to me is accumulation. Now, what we want to see, we need to make sure that this like relatively holds. If this holds though, we're going to start to get our sign of strength here. But this looks like accumulation to me. And so like what we would anticipate if this holds is sort of one of these numbers. That's like a pretty basic move. But yeah, this looks like pretty far into accumulation. It hasn't got the sign of strength yet. Check out GME. Yeah, I don't know if GME, like, that seems like that narrative is done. We'll see. It's up 100%. Yeah, so it crashed like, what is it, like 85%, 90%? Yeah, 84%. So we'll see. I would anticipate more accumulation. I mean, it could just rip right through here, but realistically, you would anticipate one of these numbers. It could just rip right through here, though. I don't know if there's enough of a narrative to do that. Wait, Gala only 38 cents? Yeah, Gala's inflation. I don't like their inflation. It could go higher. That's just my most my medium case, or my mode. I want to start. How do I start? What do you want to start? Robert says, I almost got caught slipping on GME. I'm good on that. Yeah, it's an okay. I don't know. I don't like to buy anything that's running. For me personally, honestly, like what I look for is accumulation. And I've said this many, many times. If you guys can learn this, like you can use this. It's hard to sort of comprehend at first, but once you get it, it's like you see it everywhere and it becomes pretty easy. Okay. But ideally, I messed up my mouse. Whatever. Ideally, you're buying during accumulation, which is the most boring and the most bloody. Okay, that's the best ROI potential. And then the second best is the SOS backtest. Okay, so like let's look at Bitcoin. So when was the best time to buy Bitcoin? The best time to buy Bitcoin was when FTX went to 0. There we go. I think I fixed it. When FTX went to 0, that was the best time to buy Bitcoin, right? Oh my, I messed up my mouse sensitivity. So this is the accumulation. So all this is accumulation. That's the best time to buy any asset, is in this boring, bloody time. Okay, and then this is your sign of strength and your back test. This is the second best time. By the way, that was a pretty bloody, scary thing too, because right here, this was when the war in Israel kicked off. That was scary. People were like, I promise. Listen, I'm not going to say his name. But me and a certain creator had some beef, and he was going to expose me because I was bullish back here and he was bearish. It's in his name. But ever since 30K, I haven't heard anything from him. So I don't know. Maybe one of you guys should check on him. I'm not sure. But maybe you guys should check on him because I haven't heard anything from him. I'm not sure. How can you tell if a token has a sign of strength? All right, let me give you like a really clean example. There's a lot of clean examples right now, actually. And again, like, you got to remove yourself from tribalism, okay? It's very easy to get caught up in tribalism of a certain coin, and like you see it everywhere. It's like, oh, this tribe is awesome, or this tribe sucks. I hate this tribe. Like, get out of that, okay? So you're not going to be able to see it if you're in that. That is the wrong headspace to be in, okay? And I'm not saying you personally, but I know it exists very much so, right? Groupthink goes hard in crypto. That's right. You want to get out of that. You do not want to be a part of groupthink. You do not want to be a part of like a religion of a cryptocurrency. Go to church if you want to be a part of that. It's not for crypto, okay? So like I'll give you like Link to me is one of the cleanest examples of accumulation / sign of strength. So all of this is your Wyckoff accumulation. Then this move right here is your sign of strength and your back test. All right, this is what it looks like technically. All right. So you have your markdown phase. We call it a bear market. Then you have accumulation, which is like your rounded bottom. If you're a pattern person, you could call this a U. You could call it a W. You could call it a cup and handle. Like here's the handle, right? That's what the SOS is. So you have your LPS, your sign of strength, the back test of the prior range. This is realistically your best buying opportunity, especially when you factor in opportunity cost of how long you need to hold a certain cryptocurrency before the next phase. So Link, for example, is a coin that is doing that right now. Link is literally like you could probably see it and not even know that much about Wyckoff. You could probably just see what I just showed you, right? So Link is an example, and it's already like perhaps working out of here. Like the confirmation would be getting above $22, right? What's another example? ADA is an example. ADA is an example. Ethereum is an example. Not Ethereum. Nope, I lied. XRP. ICP is an example. And again, I'm not a part of any of these cults. I'm not a part of the religion of any of these coins. I care about structure. That's it. What else? Quant is an example. Okay. it's not as clean with quant because it did this weird sort of isolated move, but to me this is all accumulation. Like, okay, LCX did this too, and it had its sign of strength, and then now it could backtest even, right? It went a little bit higher. VeChain is an example. All of these coins are doing the same move. And that it's indicative too, especially when you look at the total market. Okay? Like where Bitcoin is on the structure, where Bitcoin dominance is on the structure versus the total 2 or the total 3. Right? It's nowhere near as high. And this is indicative to me that we have not had our alt season. And there's a lot of setups that would lead us to believe that we're about to get one. I'm bullish on LCX too. It just went a little bit higher. I think it still has a good ways to go, but I think it just went a little bit higher. It's not as of a clean ROI setup as some other ones. Like Uni is doing the same thing. Flux is doing the same thing. I think LCX still has some ways to go, like $2. XDC. There's a lot of coins that are in this same phase right now, which is sort of indicative of like what's about to come in the next, 3 months, 6 months. DOT is another example. Like there's a lot of coins. There's so many coins. And like, okay, Render already did it. Right? Render already did it. I just showed you, but if you didn't see it. Jay, thanks for the roses.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Accumulation, sign of strength, back tests. Boom, this is next. A lot of coins are right here. There's so many coins that are somewhere in this phase. I've seen some coins that are like here that haven't even gotten their SOS. There's some coins that are here. There's some coins that are here, but most of the rest of the market is somewhere in those areas. One of those 3 areas. To me, the best one, if you can find it, is in here, because you're going to have I almost drew something bad there. You're going to have a low amount of time in the market before you have your next phase. Where is Ponky and Hehe? Hehe to me is an accumulation. Ponky is in the markdown phase. Can you show Chia TA? Yeah, Chia hasn't even gotten the SOS yet. So it might have a little bit more. But I think it's deep in accumulation. It hasn't gotten its SOS. Is it DXN or DNX? DNX, Delta November X-ray. Could we see GFI? I got you. I mean, realistically, Shiba Inu has the same setup too. I don't think it's going to do something crazy. It's going to do like a 10x maybe. But yeah, this is Chia. Like Chia hasn't even gotten the SOS. This is my SOS target for Chia, which is 167. Chia is still in accumulation. 167 is my conservative SOS target for Chia. So like this is what I anticipate to happen for Chia. Right? And then boom, one of those. AVAX prediction 350 to 450. Casper, please. I don't like Casper, man. I don't keep it real with you. Alluvium. Link 2025, $80 to $180. ILV. Hey, how are you? I'm doing terrific. Sheesh. Hit the likes, please. That's right. Let's get this stream over 30,000. Spam that like button. ILV, this to me looks like it's this looks like it's SOS already, which is sort of kind of a weak one. So the question I would ask about it is like, what is the inflation on ILV? Because structurally that looks the same. It just looks like it didn't go very high. But I don't know. Maybe it's just a weak SOS. That's possible. So what I like to look at the tokenomics. And the easiest way to do it is just look at the price versus the market cap. And the market cap is indeed higher. See how the market cap is like much higher? It's at the same price level as 4.5. 4.5 what? 4.530. Right? So realistically, wait, hold on. I lied. What was that date? 4/4/22. Realistically, the market cap is to the same. It's right here. So it should be at the 382. So yeah, that's not great. So the market cap is somewhere like right here on this. And the price is here. So what that leads you to believe, or what that tells you, is they're dumping supply. Because the market cap is here. But the price is here. So this is your SOS. So it is the same move, right? So this is your sign of strength, your back test of the prior range. This is your LPS. This is all the same structure, but it doesn't have as much oomph in it. Realistically, we should be like $420 right now. Easy. It just doesn't have as much oomph. So I would anticipate ILV to only really get to that level of $640, maybe $800. Are you using monthly charts for Wyckoff? Wyckoff works on any time frame. I typically look at the daily. You can look at monthly though. Crypto is a pretty new asset though. I find that for crypto, typically it works like the best on daily or even sometimes even the 2 or 3 hour. What's your top 3 buys right now? What do you want? You want low caps or blue chips? Soba to me, and I said this yesterday, at $5 million market cap, it's on the markdown phase. Bonk prediction, maybe like a 10x. HTC. Blue chips. All right, top 3 blue chip plays right now. And listen, I'm going to say this. Listen, here's my preface. I do not care about being a part of a cult or groupthink or anything like that. When I'm about to tell you my top 3 plays right now for blue chips, it's literally just ROI potential based on where it's at technically. That's it. All right? Are we good? Cool. ADA. Oh, I know that one stung someone. Someone just puckered up a little bit. Right? ADA. Link. What else? I realistically have like 7 that I like right now. I'm going to pick. What am I going to pick? I'm going to pick VeChain. Yeah, VeChain. ADA. Alpha, Delta, Alpha. You do crypto? I do crypto. If you're new here and you don't know who I am, here's my claim to fame. Just last week, I called the top on GME. I called the top on FFIE. I called the top on SOBA. That's what I did a week ago. or within the last week. Overall, I called the bottom on the day for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Every single local bottom, I pointed it out. When Bitcoin went to 25K, again, when the war in Israel kicked out, I have Twitter evidence, video evidence that it was a local bottom and we would not go lower. I said I would shave my face if we did. At 25K, I said that we would go to 48K. We actually went higher. But I said we would go to 48K when we were at 20K. So there you go. That's my track record. How do you feel about AVAX? AVAX is a solid top 5, a solid blue chip play too right now. There's a lot of blue chip. He said 3. I just picked 3. Like realistically, I have 8 that I like right now. If you're a subscriber, talk about spaces tomorrow. You're the headliner, and we need Savages to show out. All right, what time is that? I remember the shaving bet. AVAX has the same setup. What are your top 3 low caps right now? DNX, Solnic, Flux. We don't know yet. Early afternoon. Solana $400 to $700. What does SOS mean? SOS means sign of strength. So I guess my specialty, or my bread and butter on how I analyze the market, is what's called Wyckoff. Wyckoff has been around for 100 years. People keep telling me that you can't do Wyckoff for crypto, you can't do Wyckoff for meme coins, but it keeps working. So until it doesn't work, I'm gonna keep doing it. So yeah, this is what they call accumulation, which accumulation is just how you mark the bottom. So here's the whole thing: accumulation, markup, we call it a bull run; distribution, top, same thing; mark down, we call it a bear market, and then it goes over and over and over again. Okay, realistically, you would see this almost like a stair step on a zoomed out time frame if it's a real project. So the full Wyckoff on a zoomed out time frame would look like this. All right, that's like super zoomed out what it's going to look like if it's a real project. Okay, it's just going to staircase its way up. But it gives you really good targets on when to enter into the market in addition to your normal dollar cost average. So right now, AVAX, this is accumulation. So this is what it's doing right now to me. And most of the market is doing this too, by the way, because they all sort of follow each other. So you have your markdown phase, right? Markdown. Okay, markdown, markdown. Then you have your accumulation, your selling climax, your automatic rally, your secondary test. Your secondary test in phase B, you get a spring sometimes you don't get a spring, and then you get your sign of strength, right? So selling climax, automatic reaction, secondary test in phase B, we got a spring here, and then boom, your little move to the upside. Your LPS is what you call this right here. Your LPS right here, a little move to the upside, and then you sort of back test this LPS. Then you get your sign of strength. It tells you that it's leaving this accumulation, it's leaving the bottom. Your sign of strength, and then you get a little back test of the prior range. The next phase is what you call the markup phase, or what I call the markup phase, what Wyckoff calls the markup phase, what we call the bull run. That's what's next. Bonk in phase D right now. Is it? Let's see. Let's see. Bonk versus Pepe. Which is better ROI? Oh, I don't know. Neither one of them really excite me, to be honest. Because, I mean, realistically, if a meme coin's on the top 100, you're pretty much, most of the ROI has already been had. All right, what are we on here? The daily. Let me zoom in. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I could see this as accumulation in your sign of strength. Chopping here. I could see it. It's not super clean, but I wouldn't be mad if someone called that out. Do you do Wyckoff and anticipate any news like CPI last week pumped everything? Sometimes. Not really, like, because the reason is because there's really no time on Wyckoff. Like, Bonk right now has been at the SOS for a long time now. How many days, if this is its SOS, like, how long has it been here? There's really no time on each one of the structure. You just know what structure, or you can navigate what structure you're at and where you're going next. But there's no, like, time limit. Okay, so 27 days, that's really not that long. But there's nothing in Wyckoff that's like, oh, it has to be 28 days, and if you don't get out by the 29th day, it's over. Like, that's not how it works. What is the jackpot on the Telegram? What is the jackpot? Let's see. Come on, you. Oh. Oopsies. Whoopsies. Oh, no. The jackpot right now is 226,000.6 Solnic. Minimum buy gets you 10,000 Solnic. Or minimum buy is 10,000 Solnic. And then you get a chance at the jackpot. Oh, that one's funny. You can't even see it though. What are we looking like? Yeah, like, by the way, Solnic, I'm literally trying not to be biased. I am biased, okay? I am. All right, I am. But this is the same shit too. This is the same play. Not only is it the same play, but like look how we're just marching up too. Accumulation, sign of strength, back test of the prior range, chopping at the SOS. I'm telling you right now. I don't care what the chart is. This is the best ROI play. Render. I like Render, but I think Render's ahead of it. Pepe's crashing hard. Can you look up? He is competing with Soba. Who is that? Is that the guy who keeps getting banned? Let's see. He's on AVAX. Oh. Is this the one? Yikes.
Ow! It went to 0! Eow!
Nah, I don't think that's the right one, right? Which one is it? It's on Solana. This one? Is this the right one? Top out prediction for Rose, $1 to $2. Is this it? Not a fan of that dude. It will say Crypto Chaos. Crypto Chaos. I think we're here. Yeah, this is in the markdown phase. It looks like it already had its glory. I'd be interested. Did he dox himself? That's a pretty big candle. I don't know. There's not really enough data because I'm on the 2 hour. What did it get to? It got to 1.6. There's not enough data. This looks like the markdown. This looks like your first run, to be honest. I don't know how low it's going to go. There's not really enough data, though, for me to give you a good prediction, though, to be honest. It was just launched last night. Yeah. I like a little bit more data to give a... Blockchain Boy is promoting it. Oh, we're saved. We're saved. Bonk versus Whiff. Neither one of them excite me, to be honest. Is all that on Telegram? Could you briefly go over that? Does Render need to start again in the accumulation? Yes. Ski, what do you think Crow hits? $1 to $3. So we about to have alt season. I think we are very much gearing up. Very much gearing up on alt season. Like, just because too, like all the cryptos, a lot, not all, I can't say all, but there's so many crypto coins that have the same setup right now. And they're all... Like, I need to just make a list of every coin that is in the same exact setup. That's what I need to do. And I'll probably make like a total market analysis video probably tomorrow. But there's a lot of coins. Like, Dent has this... Okay, here you go. Here's a low market cap gem that has the same setup. So Dent has the setup. What else? What else has the setup? Nope, not Monero. VeChain has the same setup. What else? Uni has the same setup. Rose has the same setup. Link has the same setup. AVAX has the same setup. Like, there's a lot of coins that have the same setup. Not Dash. By the way, guys. By the way, Dash is my biggest L realized of all time. Of all time. That's my biggest realized loss. Yeah, we bought all this. We bought all that. This is when I got wrecked, okay? So, like, it's part of the game. You got to get baptized by the fire, right? So, I bought this shit up here at, like, $1,200. Okay? So, this is what happened to me. There you go. Back in 2018. It's part of the game. Even I got baptized by the fire back in 2018. And I vowed that it would never. Did you know that MAGA is donating to veterans? I do know that. No, I like that project a lot. I'm making all my losses back when Solnick hits $25 million. My biggest realized loss is Sologenic. Yeah, like you gotta be careful with these with the influencer coins. Okay, there are influencers that are right, and there are influencers that are popular. There you go. Where is Uniswap going to go to? I like Uniswap right here. Low cap Jim. Cliff says I lost my ass on Solargenic too. Yeah, this is what I lost my ass on back in 2018. Well, technically I bought this shit in 2017 and I got wrecked. Oh, he went to 0.
Oh, it went to 0. Yo!
It's part of the game though. The important thing though is like you learn from it, right? So like don't keep making those same mistakes. Even I made that mistake when I first got into this. I've been in crypto since 2014, but 2016, 2017 was really when I got like really involved. Okay? By the way, I have like 20 Bitcoin just out in the ether somewhere. So Bitcoin will never go to 0. I made sure of it for you guys. I donated to the market cap. That way it will never, that 20 Bitcoin will never ever be sold. Just for you. I do it for you guys. Don't worry. No, that's not what really happened. What really happened is I was an idiot kid fresh out of high school and I didn't know anything about anything. That's what really happened. XLM. I like XLM, but it's name one low cap. Dent, Sauce, Flux, Ergo, Solnic. There you go. There's like 1738 low caps for you. Yeah, but like here's the deal. You guys can learn from my mistakes and all the pain that I went through and all of the like thousands of hours that I put into this, so you don't have to make the same mistakes as me, because it is very possible to in fact just learn from other people. You don't need to actually go through that yourself. You can actually just learn from other people. So you don't need to make the same mistakes as me that I made in the past. And I still make mistakes. I'm not perfect. Yeah, there you go. This is my biggest realized loss of all time. What was the one? Solana? 88. 88 is in a super good spot to me right now. Super good. Moshi or Kick, where do you buy DNX? I mine it, but I think you can buy it on Mexi. I mine DNX. I don't buy it. I just mine it. If you had 1,500, what 3 coins would you split it up with? Okay. Is it my knowledge or is it the average Joe's knowledge? Flux is also in the same SOS. It's at the same thing. Flux actually has more data. Flux and Ergo have more data than DNX. I like the potential more on DNX, but Flux and Ergo have been around long enough. With my knowledge, I'll give you a meme and I'll give you 2. I would go Flux. I would go Flux. Solnic. And then you could either go DNX or Ergo. Those are the 3 that I would go with where they're at in the charts as well as their ROI potential. Yeah, but realistically I like 7 or 8 coins low market caps. Maybe 10 low market caps, but there's 3 for you. Shiba's not a low market cap though. So like you're going to do a 10x on Shiba. But Shiba's in a good spot though. Like I don't want to shit on it too much. Shiba's in the same spot too. Actually. As like Shiba has, like if we're being real, Shiba has the same setup that I'm looking for everything. This is the setup that I'm looking for. Accumulation, sign of strength, back test of the prior range. This is the setup. This is it. This is the best ROI when you factor in time or opportunity cost. Technically, accumulation is the best ROI. The second best is your SOS. when you factor in opportunity costs, this is your best ROI. But yeah, Shiba, I mean, I think it's fine. It'll do another 10, 15x from here. Let's see. So 5x, I think it'll do a 5x as high as a 12x. 5 to 12x for Shiba. I have 18K shares of SINT. Sell or hold. I don't really do... I'm a crypto dude. I'm just bonkers for bonk. Yeah, bonk. I don't know. Did someone convince me that it was in the SOS too? I think someone might have convinced me of that. Yeah, bonk is in. Maybe like the chart's not super clean for bonk, to be honest, but I think that this is a possibility too. That this is also at the same phase. What's the difference between pink and purple? What's that? What about FFIE? Yeah, FFIE is, like I said it yesterday. I said it 2 days ago. It's done. Stick a fork in it. It's done. Let's see. 1.73. Well, actually, this doesn't look bad anymore. If I were to make a play, which I'm not, this is a better setup. But I don't know that there's actual... Like, for the only problem with this is, like, there's no team. You're riding a social wave. So you have to sort of bank on, is that narrative going to play again? Let me look at the chart on the stock, though. I don't know the answer to that question. Technically, though, on the blockchain, it doesn't look bad to me. What are we down on the stocks here? 76% on a stock. That is insane. Matic. I like Matic. Matic solid. Do you use BingX? Yeah, I use BingX. Mexi. Price target for Flux, $9 to $13. Yeah, the Flux has a really good setup too right here, guys. And they're building real stuff. And they were building during the bear market. Like, Flux has a super good setup too. Like, this is the setup. This is it. I don't care what the chart is or what the coin is. If it looks like this, this is good. Accumulation, sign of strength, back test. This is clean. This is a good play. I mine Flux. Whoa! This is family friendly. VRA. Man, I haven't dived. I like the charts on VRA. I'm concerned about their tokenomics, though. $5 conservatively for Flux, and I said $13. Technically, it could hit 13, but realistically, 11. Zach. Have you heard about XTV? Do you leave your trades open on BingX? Or send it to a hot wallet after you buy? I don't do a lot of like in and out sniper trades. I do more like swing trading. So if I'm opening up a position, then yes. All right, let's look up Zach. Because my man's just spamming it. NXRA, I like NXRA. NXRA is a solid play. All right, let's see. Zach Morris. My man just put his face. What is this? Yeah, I would take profit. Not financial advice. This already went past the 1618, just shy of the 2618. Upside potential. Another 80% upside. This has already went on a pretty good run. 80% upside versus a 50% downside risk. To me, this will start distributing in the next few days. Maybe a week. ACB. What about index? I bought some not long ago. I'll take a look. Is this the coin right here? ACB, is this your coin? A little stock. Okay. Okay, so I mostly do crypto, but I can look at it. Let me get out of this. TA is TA. Oh, it's a cannabis stock. So this probably moves like a crypto, to be honest. Oh, yeah. All right, so this looks like it's in accumulation, but what I don't know about this, though, and what you have to ask is, like, I don't know. Okay, so I don't know anything about this. This looks like accumulation to me, but a lot of times when they're hurting for money, they'll do like they'll split their shares up, so they'll just create more supply. If that is the case, then that's not good. But your SOS would take you to like $27. Jupiter Bohm. Thank you for the heart. And the purple heart.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
NXRA. Yeah, so this was the markdown phase for NXRA, and I think that this is the beginning of the accumulation. This, to me, is not a bad play here to start to reaccumulate. And I like this coin fundamentally. We're at the 200 moving average, too. Typically, especially in a bull market, you see that it will find support there. So next is going to be 43 cents. As high as 90 cents on the next one. Zcash, 30, Jasmy, 35 cents. Thank you for the hearts, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Zcash, and then we'll look at Solnic. All right, this is just still kind of grueling. Maybe the beginning phases or the medium phases of accumulation, but I want to see for Zcash is the tokenomics. So like charts are out the window if the tokenomics are messed up, right? So that's why I say the three things that I look at: tokenomics, charts, and TA. TA only works if the tokenomics are good. It doesn't work if the tokenomics are just messed up. Meaning, what I mean by that is, are they dumping supply on your head? And of course, they're not going to have it for the same. I don't know that they are. It's hard for me to tell though. Oh, wait. I think I can zoom in here. I wish I could like actually do TA on here. Yeah, I don't think so. So 77% circulating. Yeah. This is a privacy coin, no? Just bought my first sticks. I thought they do splits, make price more attractive. For what? What is distribution? Selling off? Possible? Yeah, distribution is the opposite of accumulation. 1,300, 1,000 to 1,300 for quant. If this is the accumulation, your sign of strength is going to bring you to $60. And retracement is all I think you can expect this thing to do, 175. If it wants to go into price discovery, that's going to be 540. Would you do AVAX? We just did it, 350 to 450. And then Solnic was the other one. 2.34 million. So right now, Solnic is the same thing. Accumulation, sign of strength, back test of the prior range, chopping here. And not only chopping here, but like look at our SOS. Look at this. Just higher lows on the SOS too. Once we get above here, once we get above 3 million, the difference between 3 million and 25 million could be a day or a week. Could very well be a day or a week. So that's where we're at. We're at the SOS, same thing as everything. HNT, ICP, or Chainlink. I actually like both of them. Both of them to me are in a good spot. If I had to pick one, I would pick Chainlink. Solnic to the moon. Yeah, I like both ICP and Chainlink here. I think they're both in the same. They're in this same phase too. Like ICP and Chainlink are both in this same structural phase. So like literally, like let's compare them. ICP and Pendle. All right, we'll do that right after this one. Yeah, ICP is in the same thing. Accumulation, sign of strength, back test of the prior range. Same thing for Link. They are both Solnic, Link, ICP, all in the same spot. And to me, this is your best ROI when you factor in time. This is the best ROI. Same thing. So they're literally structurally at the same spot. They're in the same area. Link looks like it might be ready to get out of here, though. And then also, same thing, Solnic is at the same area. Sign of strength, back test, chopping. Like Tesla, I thought they do splits to make price more attractive, like Tesla and Google. Yeah, I mean, that's true. It's more attractive to, like, outside investors, but if you're already investing, I can't do like what the point of it is like it's if they do a split, it's never going to make an all-time high, right? That's what I'm saying. Or they might say that, but like realistically, that just means like it's not gonna make an all-time high. What was the one? Pendle. What am I doing? What am I doing? All right. Pendle. Harmony 1. Gotcha. Fetch AI. Pendle, yeah, this went parabolic. 3618. That's about as parabolic as you go. Distribution, it's still on the markdown phase. I don't know how much lower that this would go, but typically you see accumulation on the prior. 1618 is sort of the most optimistic, and then realistically though, you can see it get into the 350s and start to reaccumulate and sort of build structure like so, and then boom, right? That's what you'd be looking for. Fetch AI. Yeah, Fetch is working on distribution too. So this has more room to the downside to me. Like this could get into $1.18. Because you see, like it did the same thing too. Like Fetch did the same thing too. Like the same setup. Look at this. Accumulation. Sign of strength. Back test of the prior range. Chop in there. Chop in there. And then you got your mark up phase. Boom. Fetch already did it. So to me, like this is distribution. It's gonna mark down and start over. One of those numbers. Right. Could we look at Alexa? Alexa, any thoughts? AAV. What's a good super sale price for? I mean, it's still there for Chainlink. I think they're pretty similar on ROI potential. Bitcoin 207,000. I still got my Sonic. Let's go. Yes, savage. Yeah.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Sonic is literally at the same spot. Sonic is right here. Sonic is right here, guys. Okay? This is where Sonic is. This is what's next. Okay? It's structure. That's it. When do you recommend taking profits on these coins? It depends on the supply. So you have to look at... Ideally, you would look at Harmony 1. I got you. Ideally, you would look at market cap. Different coins go to different prices. Typically, what you see is the 2618 is pretty common across the board. Some of them go as high as the 4236. But realistically, like 1618 to 4236, like you could just DCA out. You could DCA out. Harmony 1. Are you doing any Twitter lives with Sonic airdrops this week? I think we're gonna be live tomorrow. Crow thoughts, $1 to $3. RSR, reserve rights. Yeah, to me, this is accumulation too. Let me see. Let me look at the tokenomics. What is it, just one? All right, let's look at tokenomics, price versus market cap. Okay, so they're relatively the same. Let me see. Yeah, they're about the same. So that's within reason. So to me, yeah, this is accumulation. Your sign of strength is going to bring you to about 5 cents. Price retracement is 19 cents. Parabolic is 61 cents. Did you already go over Sonic? It just got here. Sorry. Pyth. What was the one from the subscriber? Let me do that one, and then we'll look at it. RSR. Let's airdrop now. Trivia NBA Cavs 2024 season ending. Oh, we're at 40,000 likes. Jesus. All right, how much should we do? How much should we do? Yeah, this is the sign of strength back test here too. Retracement is 40K. She says 100K. All right. Tibbo, thanks for subscribing. on TikTok. You savage.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
All right, so we're going to do 40K. All right, let's do it. So we're doing, what are we doing? Trivia? What are we doing? Trivia for 40K Sonic airdrop. 14 Sonic airdrop right now. Numbers. All right, so we got one vote for numbers. Do we want numbers or do we want trivia? Pick numbers or trivia. So 2 votes numbers. 1 vote trivia. 2 votes trivia. 3 votes trivia. All right, 4 votes, 5 votes, 6 votes, 7 votes, 20. All right, trivia it is. All right, give me a category. This is going to be for an airdrop. Whoever gets this right, and you guys are giving me the category, give me the category of trivia. Where the hell is my notebook? NBA, sports. All right. All right, I'm going to write on this prop money here. I'm going to write down the answer. I am thinking of an NBA player. When I say go, wait until I say go. Don't guess yet. I'm thinking of an NBA player. I'm thinking of an NBA player. Whoever guesses it right first is going to win 40,000 Sonic coin. All right? NBA player. YouTube. Go. TikTok. Go. Scottie Pippen's the first one on TikTok. That's not... Oh, no way he just got that. My man, Crypto Lee 348 is the winner. If you guys don't know, Kyrie Irving is my favorite player of all time. Crypto 348 is the winner. Just DM me on Instagram or the Telegram, and you will receive your 40,000 Sonic. LeBron James. Nah, it ain't LeBron James. Kyrie Irving's my favorite player of all time. There you go. That was fun. We'll do another one at 50,000 likes. We'll do another one. So spam the like button. We'll do 50,000. It'll be a song. It'll be a song, and that's gonna be it. All right, let's get back to it. Pyth. He said 91. Let's get back to it. Spam that like button, guys. Let's get this to 50,000, and then we'll do a song for 50,000. 50,000 Sonic. PYTH. Yeah, this is on the markdown. So you went all the way parabolic to the 2618. It's on the markdown. You could expect it to start accumulating pretty soon, but it has a little bit more to work. Like, that's what I would anticipate. GRT. GRT's charts look good, but the tokenomics don't look good to me. Prime. Is this a coin? Yeah, Prime is working on the markdown phase too, brother. This went all the way parabolic to the 3618. This is going to be staircasing its way down. Doing one of these numbers, and it'll start to reaccumulate. But this already went on its markup phase. gaming coin backed by Brian Armstrong. My favorite gaming coin is Naka. That's my favorite gaming coin in the charts wise too. Turbo. All right, we're at 45,000 likes, guys. Let's check on the Sonic chart. 2.36. Can we start the markup phase during this live stream? Bonk, I think Bonk will do another 10x from here. ASM Turbo. Best base crypto. Sonic very soon. Jupiter. I like Jupiter. What was the one? Ponky? Yeah, Ponky I think is in the also in the markdown phase. Yeah, I would take profit on Ponky. Ponky might go up another. This is typically where you see stuff start to roll over. Either at the 261 or the 361, which is about another 33%. I would consider taking some profit. Not financial advice. You know, you don't have to take everything. You could do 20% increments or 10%. You don't have to sell your whole bag. DCA in, DCA out. But when you start getting into price discovery like this, sooner or later, of course, not finding MAGA. I like MAGA. I think on the next run it'll go to $30 to $40. Yeah, MAGA's in a pretty good spot. Are weave and take profits? Yeah, I think MAGA will do about $30 to $40 just on the next leg. But they have I think it's a solid project, to be honest. It's not even just a meme coin. Like, they've donated a crazy amount of money to veterans. Yeah, no, I think it's a solid project. Just that alone is good enough. Good tokenomics. It's got a good team. Has the most memeable character of all time. Shiba price target about a 10x from here. Soba on Soul is done, in my opinion. I said that yesterday at 5 million. Pretty much at the top. This is at a retracement. Depending on where, Megan, depending on where you were accumulating this, like if you were like part of it, like really back here and accumulating this in 2022, this is where I would say like, okay, 20%. You could get it on Sol too, but yeah, it's on ETH. This is like 20%. Typically, not always, but sometimes you see it get rejected. Sometimes you see like this is a common move that you see at the 0.5 before you do like one of those numbers. But yeah, this is the first level that I would consider. The next level is 142, and then a third level would be 300. Soba is Dunsky. Yeah, it's in the markdown phase, and I pretty much called that top yesterday. I put it out in the Telegram too. If you're a part of the Telegram, you know that I called this out. Where is it? Yeah. And it doesn't mean that it's bad, right? Markdown phase doesn't mean something's bad. It doesn't go up in a straight line forever, right? So you would anticipate, like, it just had a little bit off the 1618. Like, I would anticipate it to keep doing, like, yeah. I already have it drawn out for you guys. That's what I anticipate it to do. But yeah, yesterday I said, like, literally at the top that it was done to take profit. Who was here during the live stream yesterday? Who was here during the live stream yesterday and heard me say that Soba was done? And I even said, like, I'm not fudding it. Like, it doesn't mean it's bad, right? Doesn't mean it's bad. When? Yesterday. Is it a good time to buy MAGA? What are we at? 49,000 likes, guys. Let's get this to 50,000. I think MAGA's a decent price right now. Decent value. I mean, ideally, you would have gotten it. This is probably its SOS. Yeah, this isn't bad. This is a pretty decent spot. About $7. I think the next leg is going to take us to about $35, maybe $40. 50K likes is reached. All right, guys. This is going to be for 50,000 Solnic coin. How's Solnic looking at the moment? Solnic is like ready to rip. And listen, I'm trying to be as unbiased as I can. This is the same setup as Link. This is the same setup as AVAX. This is the same setup. All right, this is the same setup that Render had. Right, I'll show you. Accumulation, sign of strength, back test of the prior range, chopping there. This is the same setup that MVP did a week ago. All right, let's look at it. All right, the same freaking setup. Hold on. Let me get off here. What was on? The 2 hour? Same thing. Like, I don't care what the coin is. Accumulation, sign of strength, back test, chopping, boom, markup phase. This is what's next for Solnic. This is what's next for Solnic. And just like MAGA or MVP, it's very quick. All of this is boring and long. The markup is quick. Like, bro, tell me objectively that that's not the same. Accumulation, sign of strength, backtest, chopping. The markup is next. Second or third time on your live. Good content, brother. Jupiter prediction. Okay, so Jupiter doesn't really have enough data for me to really give a good TA prediction on it, but I will say about Jupiter, I feel the same way about Jupiter that I did back in 2022 about Saucer Swap, because realistically Jupiter is a decentralized exchange just like Saucer Swap, and back then there really wasn't any chart data for Jupiter either, but it's a solid project with solid fundamentals and a solid team, and Saucer Swap went on a 20x, so I feel the same way that I did about that, but there's not TA for me to actually give you a good price target. All right, but let's do a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway. Somebody give me take profits at Solnic 50 cents. So big picture, $100 million market cap is my low case scenario. My medium case is $1, and my bull case is $5.89. All right, we're about to do a 50,000 Solnic giveaway. 50,000 Solnic giveaway. Somebody give me a music category. Music category. I'll let you guys pick. Willie Nelson. Rock. We got hip hop, rock. Favorite singer. Trap. How is it trivia? Indian rock. Classic rock, country. Mexican. All right, we're either going to do rock or rap. I'll let you guys vote. Afro. Rock. 1 vote rock. 2 votes rap. 3 votes rap. First to 5. 4 votes 5. All right. Rap it is. Rap it is. All right, give me the year. We doing 90s, 2000s, 2010s, 2020s. Give me the decade. 90s. 90s. You did rap last time. 90s. I'm letting y'all pick. All right, 90s it is. 2009. 2010. Realistically, 2010 is my era. All right, let me pick a song. Hold on. All right, we're going to pick a song here. I'm going to play 1 second of the song. All right. Let's see. All right, we're gonna do 2010 because we did 90s last time. Hold on. Trying to find. All right, here we go. We got it. All right, I'm going to pause this. This is going to be for 50,000 Sonic. For 50,000 Sonic. And what's going to happen is I'm going to play 1 second. We're going to miss the bull run pick already. All right. I'm going to play 1 second of this song. Whoever guesses it right first. It's like 2000s, 2010s rap. That's your hint. Whoever guesses it right first, 50,000 Sonic. Ready? There you go. It's not Snoop. It's a million. There you go. Hey, Nicky Law is the winner. 2 weeks.